breaks from pick your teams and pick your players to random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earn rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from breaks. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our website within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions for breaks come with a review and wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services will be in the description of every break. If you have any questions about how the app or how our breaks work, feel free to message us on your preferred social platform. Or jump in the chat of one of our breaks and the break host can help walk you through it. Summer is here and Real Sports Cards is hitting the road on June 16th. I'm talking about the 2025 Real Sports Cards Summer Road Trip, where we'll be virtually road tripping across the country, with a few in-person stops mixed in, giving away something every single day of the road trip tied to the city that we happen to be in that day. All right here on the Real Sports Cards app. But that's just the beginning of the fun, because similar to our collector games last year, you'll be able to accumulate points every single break for a chance to win break credit. The point totals for this will reset weekly, so no matter when you decide to join the fun, you'll always have a chance at the top spot that week. But there will still be a massive prize for the person that accumulates the most points during the duration of the road trip. The road trip begins June 16th on our way to Fanatics Fest in New York City, and will continue through September 7th when we make it back to Minneapolis in time for the grand opening of our new store. We'll have more info on all of this coming soon, which will be posted right here in the app. In the meantime, start grabbing your favorite road trip snacks, crafting that perfect playlist, and filling up on gas, because this is going to be a road trip to remember.
What's happening, everyone? Happy Friday morning.
We are back.
Back in Minnesota this week again.
We didn't end up getting to do a live from the National.
Correct.
The National was a little bit of a zoo.
It was crazy.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
But we are back with our friend the Doorstop
100%.
for another round of all card ships.
Back home. Back home again.
Say hello when you drop into the feed. Let us know that you are here and hanging out. We, it never stops. It never stops. We get back from the National. We had an awesome event locally here yesterday. What did you think of the event last night?
I had a blast. It was fun.
It was a lot of fun. So we sponsored Trading Card Day at the St. Paul Saints at CHS Field.
It was the second year in a row that we did that.
The second year that we sponsored Trading Card Day. Last year, we did the world's largest pack war.
Yep.
That was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, we did the first ever Team Entertainer card set. So all of the entertainers that the Saints have running around the stadium or during the game, doing different things, finally got their own cards.
Yep.
Long overdue. And each inning we had two different entertainers signing autographs, signing their own cards in our tent just inside the gate there,
mm-hmm.
the main gate.
Yeah.
And I had a blast. You had a blast. Amberly came out. She got to stay up way past her bedtime. She had a blast. And the entertainers.
I think they enjoyed it more than anyone, to be honest.
The entertainers were loving it. Sego had his very first ever trading card and was signing them. in Japanese.
Yeah, which is cool.
For people.
Yep.
And it was excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, the cool thing about these entertainers is they all have, like, kind of, I'm not going to say, like, cult-like following, but there were definitely, like, groups of kids, like, migrating to, like, Chef and be like, Chef, like, give me an auto.
Or Glory Days, right? Like, all these young girls were wanting to get, like, sparkles on their cheeks.
Yeah,
from,
just think of, like,
Glory Days.
paintbrush with glitter and was doing it to them.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool to see that.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so for, like, from both sides, like, how much the entertainers loved it and how much the kids loved it. And, like, we had people waiting every single inning at the booth to, like, see who was coming up next or, you know, waiting for their favorite entertainer.
Yeah.
And some of them were even, like, seeking them out in the concourse to get the autographs before they had to, like, wait in line for it, too, which was awesome.
Right.
So we had a couple kids like, oh, I already got, you know, Sego or whoever.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So there, out of the entire card set, only 2 of the entertainers didn't sign.
Yep.
And that was because Coach wasn't there.
Yep.
And the rally squirrel only comes out like every 10 games when they're behind.
When they need a rally.
When they need to rally and, you know, come up with some runs.
That's going to be a tough one to get.
You know, the rally squirrel doesn't always show up.
Right.
So, but those are the 2. So for those people who like to complete the whole set, they're going to have to go to more games, find Coach, find the rally squirrel. And you never know when the rally squirrel's going to come out.
Right.
So,
yeah. It's gonna be it'll be cool to, like, hear back from some of those guys or the entertainment team lead and say, like, yeah, we just had, like, we have people coming up, you know, in future games and got the rally squirrel.
A lot of them were interacting with us on Instagram. So if you guys are on Instagram, you can see a lot of the entertainers, you know, interacting with our Instagram posts. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have any extra packs, Jake. It was first 1,500 fans to the game. So we would have people coming up afterwards asking if they, you know, we had any extra because they saw what was going on. And
and the Saints ordered the packs, so it wasn't something that we ordered and brought to the stadium either. So we didn't really get to keep a whole bunch of them for ourselves.
Yeah, they're actually really cool cards too. I forget the company that made them.
Choice is the company that prints those.
And it was a nice card stock. Like, the photography on them was good. Like, it looked really
legit trading card. Trading cards. So it was fun. So Sego, for Al, for those of you who aren't local and aren't Saints fans, the Saints have all these entertainers. Sego is one of the more popular entertainers. Japanese guy. He's from Tokyo. He's the director of international development,
something like that. Yeah.
For the Saints. And one of his fun things that he does every game is he does karaoke every game. So
he does a great rendition of Ball of Fire.
Yep.
A whole bunch of songs.
Yeah. So it's fun.
I'm curious to see. Maybe I should scope out eBay to see if any of them, like, I wonder if any of them are going to get listed on eBay.
Flipping these things on eBay.
Jake, if you find them, let me know.
Yeah,
that'd be really funny.
It was that was a fun event, and we're already brainstorming and thinking about cool things that we could do next year. With the St. Paul Saints.
Yeah.
So
no, it was cool.
Yeah. We made a big announcement last night.
We did make a big announcement.
Made a big announcement for the official location of our new store in the Twin Cities, coming soon in October to Blaine, Minnesota. Blaine, Minnesota will be home of our next Real Sports Cards store.
Does it feel good to finally say that?
We can actually say it.
We don't have
to keep it under lock and key.
I don't have to worry about getting fired every single day and trying not to say it.
Seriously, because, you know, we talk about it internally, but then anytime we talk to somebody else, it's like, oh, got to turn that off. Can't say that.
The best part is, I want to say, was it 2 or 3 weeks ago? You were talking about the new location. We were saying something about, you know, how it was going to be or set up, and you had to pause.
Almost.
You almost said Blaine location.
Yeah. I almost said something about National Sports Center the other day too.
Yeah, can't do that.
And
either.
I was like, oh, can't say that either. So we're excited to be doing that. That should be ready to go mid-October.
Yep, and the grand opening week. Honestly, like, even if you're not in-state local, it may be worth the trip out because
Might be worth the trip.
We're going to have some crazy giveaways.
We're going to do some really cool stuff. I was doing a lot of shopping at the National for some kind of epic giveaways.
Yep.
And we probably could show some.
Oh, yeah, they're right there.
They're right there. Should we show some epic giveaways?
Yeah,
It's not that stack. It's in the box.
Oh, got it. The special box.
We'll just tease one.
Okay.
Tease one for these guys. So I did some shopping for some epic giveaways. These are going to obviously be no purchase necessary giveaways. All you got to do is show up and check into our rewards system. And let's see, that one. Should we do that one?
That's probably a pretty good one.
All right, let's do that one. So, first, one of the first giveaways we're going to be giving away, and we got a bunch of epic stuff here, guys. But all you have to do is show up, check into our rewards system the week of grand opening for a chance to win this.
Woo! That's such a sick card.
How
That's
about
so
a
epic.
Mickey Mantle rookie card? Mickey Mantle 51 Bowman rookie card will be one of the giveaways. That's not the only one, and it's not the only mega one either, right? So we're going to have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, we're going to make a splash to this grand opening. It's going to be sweet. One, the store is going to be epic. Like, we've talked about kind of some of the designs and how pumped we are to, kind of just elevate what we've already done and do this, like, epic store. Like, I'm so excited to see it all, in person once it's all built out.
Yeah, I mean, for those of you that have been in our store, like, we were the first one, really, to open this modern trading card, modern style trading card shop. But since then, like, everybody's doing it, right?
Yeah.
Shops across the country are renovating and updating. New stores are opening, and they're putting beautiful stores together.
There's some great stores out there.
So we decided, we got to get back to the top. We got to elevate back to the top, and get back to having the most beautiful store in the country.
Yep.
So Blaine is gonna rock that one for
Yep,
us. So.
and the grand opening week is going to be epic. We're working on, some potential autograph signers, obviously massive giveaways, including that mantle.
Yes.
And we're going to have a bunch of fun throughout. It's going to be fun.
And maybe we'll bring the doorstop with us.
We're going to have to work that into the plans. In the podcast studio, we need a doorstop.
We do have a little bit more formal podcast studio integrated into the designs of the new location.
Yep.
So we little upgrade, but maybe we'll bring.
We can do like
stuff
throwback
in.
once a month. We'll do like a throwback stream from the Champion location with
Right.
the doorstop, just so it doesn't get lonely.
Exactly. So we're still recovering, still getting caught up a little bit. Sorting and shipping's all caught up.
Yeah.
That's great. But the National was a big deal. It was the biggest National ever.
Yeah. Yeah, and we say it every year, but it legit is every single year. And this year was crazy. I mean, 2 levels, and I didn't even get a chance to go up to the top to the
upstairs.
second level. You
Yeah.
did, and you said it was like shoulder to shoulder, couldn't even walk through type.
Right.
The main level, the Breakers Pavilion where we were at, was busy the entire time. Obviously, the show floor was packed. Like, it was a pretty epic National.
And Wednesday and Thursday were
That was
busy.
Yeah, that was a crazy thing too.
I
Like,
feel
usually
like
it's
that's where it tipped the scales. Like Saturday's always busy.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday's always busy.
Right.
Wednesday and Thursday were smashed.
Yeah, it was wild to see. Like you said, that's where it tipped the scales. Cause like it was busy every single day
Right. Yeah.
from the start. Like you usually get like a little warm up period. Like okay, like we can Wednesday's not as big of a deal per se because it's just not as many people there. Like you kind of get into the flow of things. It's like from the jump when it opened. It's like oh my goodness.
We had a lot of people playing Plinko
Yep.
for break credit. New collectors and existing collectors both could play Plinko.
Yep.
Our jumbo size Plinko. If you guys didn't see it, go check socials.
Yep.
It's like 6 foot tall Plinko.
It's awesome. I can't even reach to the top.
Abel can't play.
I need the steps to
He's
get
not
up there.
allowed to play because he can't reach to the top. So, but that was awesome. We had fun with some extra promo breaks. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed some of those extra breaks that we did. We did a break. We hosted a break with Ryan, the president of PSA,
Yep.
in the PSA studio.
Yep.
That was a good time. Tom got to spend a little bit of time with Michael Rubin,
Mhm.
talking about his family and why Tom started a hobby business
Yep.
in this industry. So it was excellent. So
Yeah.
we got a mountain of new accounts.
Correct.
A mountain of new accounts. We got more than 5 times the new accounts from this Chicago show than we got from last year's Cleveland show.
Correct.
More than 5x new accounts.
Yep.
So yeah, if you hear us greeting some first time buyers or second time buyers during live streams, make sure you guys are friendly, saying hello to the new people in the community. Obviously, it's great for them to pop in and hang out with us one time, but we want new friends for the long term. So make them feel welcome. So, but yeah, it was a great show. It was a lot of fun.
Yep.
I at a first time achievement is the first national that I've ever been to that I saw every table.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Every table. I methodically walked the aisles, circled every booth, circled every table, and just kind of methodically did the entire show.
Yep.
There's like 3 main floor halls
Okay. Yep.
and the one hall upstairs. It took me every minute of 2 full days
Right.
to do that.
It's just wild.
And a big part because I was looking for so many of these specific things that we needed to buy,
Yep.
right? So I did a fair amount of buying
Yep.
of singles for our grand opening giveaway, just general singles for the store, things like that.
Yep.
So that was a lot, man. Holy cow.
Ryan's calling me after the first day. He's like, my legs are shot.
Dying.
And I didn't even walk half the show yet.
It was brutal. It was brutal. But it was fun. I mean, I literally got to see everything that was there.
Yeah, and that's the first time you've probably even done like singles buying at the National. Like between, the first couple years where you're the one doing the breaking, right?
Right.
What was the first night? Was it 2018 or 19?
17 was
17?
our first national.
Yeah,
and we, I mean, it was just me and Tom.
That was just you and Tom, yeah.
So we were at the booth, working the booth the whole time. We didn't get to walk the show at all.
Yep.
And, until like 2019 where Titus came in.
Yeah, but even that was still like the last day.
Yeah, I mean, we had a little bit of help there, but we were still stuck in the booth.
Yep.
It's really not until the last 2 years
Correct.
that I've even been able to sneak away.
Right.
And then when I was sneaking away, I was really sneaking away to try and find things for my own PC.
Correct.
Right? So, because it's one of the few places and few times of the year where I can go and find nickname baseballs in any kind of volume.
Right.
So, I'd come home with a dozen baseballs or a couple dozen baseballs, but that was the extent. Like, I knew the couple of tables that I needed to go to, so I wasn't really walking the show.
Right. Yeah, you're going straight to that place, buying a whole bunch, and then coming back.
Right. So now I get to actually walk the show, and it was fun. It was a different experience.
Yep. This is also the first national you didn't even set up at all.
No, I didn't have to do any setup. That
And
worked
Emil
out
didn't
really
get
nicely.
fired.
Yep. Tom was the only one that set something up upside down.
Yeah, he set the little.
So I'm standing there on Wednesday, first day of the show, and I'm like, this table's upside down. And Tom's like, yeah, that's the only thing that I set up. So Tom set up one thing and he set it up upside down.
To be fair, it was still standing and looked good.
It
Like
was still
the top was still the top, right? It's just the bones of it were flipped.
Yeah. So, but no, I didn't get to go down for setup because we got a kind of a last minute notice from some of the product development team at Upper Deck
Yep.
that they were going to be in town, and so they were flying into town on Tuesday because they had a meeting with a printer on Wednesday.
Got it.
And so they asked if they could come visit the shop Tuesday night. We went out to dinner Tuesday night. So you guys did all the setup on Tuesday, but I was here, suffering through a dinner at Butcher's Tail
Yeah, terrible.
with Upper Deck,
Yep.
beef long rib and banana bread old fashions and sausage platter.
So good. So good.
Yeah.
Can you share anything from that Upper Deck meeting or what that was about mainly? Or?
Top secret.
I don't even know.
Major league top secret. No, I got to know some of these guys at the Certified Diamond Dealer Conference in January down in Orlando. I had been invited to the distributor meeting, and so the distributor meeting was like all of Upper Deck's distributors, and then maybe 4 or 5 Canadian dealers of the big Canadian dealers for hockey products and Upper Deck products, and 2 U.S. dealers. So I was one of 2 U.S. dealers invited to this distributor meeting, and it was a really good meeting. It was really interactive. They asked for a lot of ideas and feedback and things like that, and I got plenty of those.
Yeah.
But no, they had appreciated my engagement in that meeting and just wanted to reconnect and talk more about, things that can get better at Upper Deck, things that collectors are really liking, all of those kinds of things. So it was a good dinner.
Yeah. No, and it's cool that they wanted to come out and visit us again.
Yeah, and they got to see a little bit about our operation and
because they came to the shop
They came
first,
to the
right?
store first, yeah. So it was really good.
Yep. Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, this last few weeks it feels like Fanatics Fest and this and National and Saints game, and we've got MN Card Show coming up now in
we've
about
got
a month.
And we've got Grading 101.
Yep.
We've got a Pokemon trade night. We've got PSA is going to be here again in September.
Yep.
And then October grand opening is I'm gonna need a vacation. So yeah, we got a lot going on.
No shortage of things going on, which is fun.
Yeah. So, releases this week.
Yeah.
We have a couple of different releases.
Yeah, not a ton, not a big release week, but some cool releases for sure.
Yeah, I mean one that people like every year for baseball. Archives Active Player Edition is fun. It felt like they did a little bit better job of buying rookie cards.
I think they did a great job with Archive Signature this year. A phenomenal job of bringing it back and getting cards that are more impactful.
Relevant card. Yeah,
like just like
not
random
just
base
some
stuff.
random base card.
Correct.
It felt like they did a better job, like you said, of getting interesting cards or impactful cards or rookie cards and having these active players sign those where it's not just some random base card.
Correct.
Right? And it feels like in the past years there's a little bit too much just random base card, random product, random year.
A lot of paper stuff.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they've worked Chrome in way better than they have in the past.
Yeah, like cards that you might actually get signed if you had the opportunity to get it signed.
Correct. Yeah, that's exactly
and
how I
so
felt.
it feels like a major upgrade
Yep.
for Active Player Edition this year.
I agree 100%. It was really good. Like they, even teasing stuff like the Paul Skeens 101 Cosmic Rookie and all this type of stuff.
I mean, we saw Clayton Kershaw Rookie.
Right.
Like taking even some of these vets and these future Hall of Famers and getting rookie. Because let's be honest. A Clayton Kershaw paper rookie, not that big of a card.
Right.
Like, you can go out and get this without breaking the bank.
Correct.
So why are we having Clayton Kershaw sign random base cards when we can get rookie cards for $1?
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
So So they did a much better job of that this year.
Yep.
I was impressed.
I agree.
So, they also made much less of that product this year than they've ever made before. So that's one where it's going to be like one and done.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to get through that product.
Well, I
and
think
it's
we're
just
already pretty close.
Pretty close to gone.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be gone.
Yep.
So, and we're probably not going to go out back into the market and pay market price because the market's responded and the stuff is up.
Right.
So if that's a product that you enjoy, make sure you get in early, if you haven't already, because that one's going to be gone.
100%. Yep, so we had that. We had, Crosscheck just mentioned it, PWHL.
Another product that will be gone,
Is
might already be gone.
Yeah.
I would guess that PWHL is already gone.
Yep.
Last year was the first year of PWHL. It was insanely hot.
Yep.
Dealers didn't order it because they were concerned about selling women's hockey.
Yep.
And Upper Deck did not print very much. And a few weeks before the release date, like, every dealer's phone was ringing like crazy, off the hook. Are you going to have PWHL?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to have PWHL? And I think dealers were like, oh crap, didn't order enough.
Correct.
We certainly were. And we were sold out instantly.
Yep.
Day one last year. This year, I think we made it to day 2.
I think we made it to day 2.
We made it to day 2, but it is now gone.
Yeah,
again.
I was
So-
I was probably banking on it a little bit more that they were going to up production a bunch, which I think they definitely did, but it's still, like, you can't find it anywhere. You legit get, like, Zero Distributor has it, Upper Deck doesn't have it. Like, again, sure, they may have made a little bit more,
Yeah.
but gone again. The cool thing this year is they added autographs.
Oh, that's excellent.
So, all these new rookies coming in have autographs, and one of the main girls, Sarah Fillier, had autographs in some of the Upper Deck promotional stuff at the National, and her stuff is selling like crazy. And it matches what we saw with the first edition last year with some of these young guns and numbered parallels and stuff like that, like performing really, really well in the secondary market. And the first autos of the, entire league, not every single one of the women's, or every single woman signed, but the ones that did, like, there's gonna be people out there chasing those really, really heavy,
Right.
because they've got as we could tell by last year's release and how our phone rang off the hook for this year's release again, like, there's a really, really big following for that league.
Yeah, and actually the singles from last year's set sell really well.
Correct.
They sell really well.
Yep.
So yeah, it's really fun set.
Yeah. Yep. So we had PWHL this week. We had National Treasures football.
Always a big release.
Always a big release. So we're running some National Treasures. I know Tom has one. They Panini again, like I talked about it with a bunch of different releases, like doing different things and adding kind of different chases. Like they did the true RPA. They did a gold that looks like an optic, like almost like an optic hollow on it, and it's shiny. It just looks so clean, and I think the NT True RPA this year, the design looks really good as well. So what?
I hate the color.
The gold? You hate the true RPA gold?
I hate all of the foil.
They look sick.
Because it's like a gold vinyl. They have a gold vinyl RPA.
Right.
Right? I don't love it. Man, call me a purist. I love the clean white. Like, it just feels high end. This clean white. It's gonna have to grow on me.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of NT get opened, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah, I think that's really good.
There's no question. The cards are going to sell off the hook.
Correct.
The cards are going to, people are going to buy the crap out of these things.
Yep.
I'm just not quite sure, as an individual, if I love the new design. So, but you know what? We're all allowed to reserve the right to like different things.
There's some clouds in the sky that you can go yell at right now, too,
Nope.
if you're feeling like that.
Nope.
NT came out the perfect time, too. We got preseason football starting up.
It's football time.
It is. I think I saw last week with I think it was the Hall of Fame game or whatever, the first preseason game. That's going to be the last the week before was the last week without football, any sort of football, until like February, or until the Super Bowl or something crazy like that. Because college is starting up, and Shador's getting the start today for the Browns.
Is he?
He is. He's getting the start in preseason.
Man, over Dylan Gabriel?
I think he's dealing with some injuries. The Browns signed Tyler Huntley. They signed another quarterback.
Another quarterback?
Yeah, because Deshaun is hurt, or who knows what he's got going on. Dylan Gabriel had some injury issue, and I think even Joe Flacco was dealing with something. But so Shador's getting the start, and then we signed Tyler Huntley too to get some practice reps.
Yeah, let's get some extra quarterbacks in here.
I like that plan. Like, let's just get all of the quarterbacks.
I mean, if you have 5 quarterbacks that suck, why not have 6?
No, you can't say that. I'm
allowed to say that.
No, Joe Flacco is going to be a Hall of Famer, so he doesn't suck. You've got Shador Sanders.
He's 100.
Huh?
He's 100.
That's fine. He threw for. He's great. He's still in his prime. No, I'm excited. It's like all this stuff, and we've had some of these 2025 football releases. Now NT, like, it's just gearing up with preseason going on, and you know it's already a week into August. Like, it feels like football is coming up. Football season is almost here.
It's still baseball season.
Yeah, but still.
Football doesn't start until October.
That's incorrect.
Yeah, football doesn't start until October.
College starts at the end of this month.
Baseball season until October.
Fair enough. We can't talk about baseball because we're going to start talking about the Twins, and Jake's going to get mad at us.
Yeah, Jake's going to get mad at us for talking bad about the 3 Twins that are left.
Yeah, we didn't. We got to watch the Saints last night. We watched their AA team up in AAA.
I was like, who are these guys in the Saints game? So, yeah.
Fun to see some new names at least.
Yep.
But continuing with new releases, so we had those 3 on Wednesday, and then UFC Midnight today.
Oh, nice.
So we were supposed to have Boys of Summer Baseball Panini. That got pushed back. I'm not sure if it got pushed back a week or 2.
Yeah.
But new release date on that. But then UFC Midnight.
They totally retooled UFC Midnight too last year. So when they released UFC Midnight, I think their desire for that set was to be like a high end.
Correct.
A high end set. And so they released UFC Midnight. It was the first one they released for Midnight of any sport was UFC, and they went really high. They went really high end with the price.
Yep.
And it did not work.
Correct.
It did not work, and we all got rocked.
Yep.
All got rocked by UFC Midnight.
Yep.
I think they came back down to earth a little bit.
Yeah, did 8-box case instead of 12-box case.
Yeah,
now.
I mean, to give them a little bit of credit, they do watch the market. They see how their products perform, and they adjust accordingly.
Yep.
Sometimes that means these things go up because these products that run up, sometimes that means they're coming out at a higher price the next year because Fanatics wants that money, right? But this was one that underperformed, and they came back in. They dropped the price a ton, and so UFC Midnight's way more accessible. At a better competitive price.
Yeah, I mean, they even retooled it before releasing the next UFC set with Midnight Football.
Right.
And Midnight Football was
smashing
epic.
Success.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, we could not keep that in stock.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. So I'm excited to see UFC Midnight today and see the second rendition of it on the UFC scope of things.
Right.
So, yeah, that was it for this week. I saw Jose asked, are you guys getting Topps Boxing? So they just announced that yesterday, which looks actually real. Like, I was a little iffy on it at first because they did have a teaser up for it like 2 weeks ago or something on it was going to drop on Topps.com, and then it just got pulled or didn't show up or something like that, and it then kind of went ghost on it. And then they finally took to Twitter and Instagram last night.
And then they teased a player. And
fighter.
They teased a fighter in the set.
Yeah.
And then a few minutes later retracted that statement and said, sorry, he's not actually on the checklist.
Yeah, so unfortunately Tank will not be in the checklist, which kind of stinks. But, the names that they did tease, like guys like Floyd Mayweather and, all these, it
cool.
looked really legit with super fractors of these guys, like a Topps Chrome type product with autos of these guys. And I think I saw a Mike Tyson auto that they teased.
And so we have not been solicited that product yet. So it's to be determined if we're going to get that one or not. There are some of these products that they choose to solicit as online exclusives. We just don't know yet on whether or not this is going to be a hobby product or whether it's going to be a Topps.com exclusive.
Yeah,
product.
I'm assuming that they are not making a ton, just with it being the first year and probably tough to procure.
It's a lot of autographs to source, right?
So yeah, we'll see. But it looks really cool. I like that they're reaching out. After having WWE and after having UFC, like boxing was the next kind of step for that.
Yep.
The Jake Paul hidden gems they teased, or so that stuff's gonna sell well. Like some of these, it's weird. Some of these boxers.
But is he a boxer or is he a wrestler or is?
No, it's Logan's the wrestler.
Oh, Logan's
it's the brother.
That's
it's
right.
the brother that's the boxer.
All right. Oh yeah, the Paul boys.
Yeah, I forget. I think it's Logan's the wrestler and Jake's the boxer.
And Chris is the basketball player.
Correct. There might be some relation down the road somewhere. It's cool. Boxing's had a weird, not weird, but almost like resurgence, I think, with social media. Like Tank, who they teased, Gervonta Davis, has this cult-like following with a younger generation. And, Tyson Fury even as, a legend. People follow boxing. And I don't know if that's because of, UFC or WWE. These combat sports are just kind of gaining more relevance with, younger crowds now for some reason. But
I find it weird. I mean, my generation, you could... we grew up being able to punch each other, and now kids can't punch each other, so I just thought boxing would have faded out by now.
Yeah, maybe that's where they get their fix, that they gotta watch it on screen.
You used to be able to punch the annoying kid. You can't do that anymore.
Wow, you still do that?
I mean, I punch him.
So, no, that product looks cool. But, I'm not sure what else we have in the pipeline for Topps specifically, but we should start seeing some more stuff coming throughout this month and next month.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Finest Basketball coming.
Finest Basketball looks sweet.
Yep.
Especially for
and
price point.
Super affordable. This is bonkers to me. We could potentially be back in $100 box type territory here. This is kind of epic. It's one of their final non-licensed basketball products. Their license kicks in October. And so it'll be interesting to see how Finest. I am planning on ripping Finest for myself. It's almost too cheap to not rip,
especially for the legacy brand that Finest Basketball
You're talking about Finest Masters autographs and just some of those epic 90s Finest brands.
Correct.
I'm looking forward to that one. I will be ripping multiple cases of them.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Oh well, and we were looking at it. You get people will argue, oh well, non-licensed basketball doesn't sell for that much, blah blah blah. But when you're getting 2 autos a box for $130 or whatever that it ends up being, that's pretty good. So you're talking about an $8 case that's less than $1,000, and you can hit a second year Wemby auto, and Wemby signs. It's not impossible to hit like a LeBron. Right. You can hit a Wemby auto and get $800.
Correct.
For a second year Wemby auto.
Yep.
So I mean, you spike one auto that's actually hittable and pay for your case. I mean, that's an easy rip for me.
Yeah, and on top of some of the rookie autos selling really well, some guys are exclusive, like
with
Castle
the upside of LeBron and those kind of guys.
Correct.
Right? So I'm in.
Yep, 100%. I just pulled up the checklist or the release kind of initial release calendar right now. So Finest Basketball, Chrome Star Wars they did tease, which last year's Chrome Star Wars performed that was another one that was just gone immediately off the face of the earth. So that should be strong again, and then a new product that is scheduled to come in a couple weeks that I don't know if I've seen any teasers for really.
I haven't seen a lot.
which is interesting.
We got a little solicitation on it.
Yeah.
We haven't really gotten a lot of details.
Yeah.
But Topps is going to be rolling out all these new Marvel products, guys, so keep an eye out.
Yeah.
And this one looks like it's going to be a little high end, so.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see. I mean, they've been doing good things with all these, extra brands that we just haven't seen much of before.
I mean, I'm still waiting on Disney, man. Come on, let's go. Let's roll out some Disney.
Seriously.
I have to imagine that, like, the approval processes
For Disney specifically.
for Disney are, like, brutal, right?
Right.
Like, they've done enough with the MLB, like, they're probably in their stride with approvals of image approvals and stuff like that. But, companies like Disney, which includes Marvel, right?
Correct.
Like, I have to imagine the way they have to approve the use of the images and how these things look is probably pretty vicious.
Yeah.
So it's probably fair that it is taking a little bit of time to spool up some of these products.
Yep. We heard that directly from Upper Deck at the dealer conference, where they said, like, they had these specific movie sets.
Yeah, I
they
mean,
had
live
to wait-
action is totally different.
Right, and they had to wait until the movie was out and then get approval for the images and then start, like, it's a grueling process.
Live action movies are really, really tough to do trading cards on because the studios don't want to give the manufacturers 300 images.
Right.
Right? Like, this is a secret.
Correct.
Like, this is a big secret until people see the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And so, these trading card releases take a year to plan and produce and design and everything like that. And the studios don't want to give images until the movie's already out, which means that the trading card set's not coming for a year after the movie is out. And by then, if the movie bombs, man, that trading card set is eating it.
Correct.
Right? So, and even if the movie is outstanding, it's still a year later that the trading card set's coming.
Right.
So, live action's tough. That's why you're going to see a lot of the Disney and Marvel stuff are past characters, comics,
Right.
things like that.
Yep.
So,
100%. Yep. So, cool. That's kind of the pipeline of what we've got coming up here.
yeah. Feel free to drop any questions for us, guys. Happy to answer any questions, as always, about our business, the industry, the national, you name it. Open book, the Blaine store. There's still some secrets about the Blaine store. So
My lips are sealed.
I think Jake's Hobbies is going to be in trouble because now we're going to be that much closer.
Perfect.
So we get to see Jake more often.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. I'm so excited for that Blaine store.
Yeah.
How much can we tease about it?
Nothing.
All right.
We'll leave that to the social media marketing team. Make sure you follow us on socials.
Yep, Jake, we are doing the Minnesota Card Show. So yeah, we're talking about our upcoming events with PSA and stuff. We will be set up at the card show again.
Yep, same format as the past ones, where we'll have our corporate booth doing app downloads and our other booth with singles and selling singles with our friends.
And trying to buy as many singles as we can.
Buy. I mean, we are in need of cards, guys. $5 to $25 cards, especially, but we are buying a lot of stuff right now. We already have a hard time keeping our singles shelves stocked here, and now we've got another store coming, so we need cards.
Correct.
So if you've got a bunch of extra cards sitting around, then we would be happy to work some deals on that stuff.
Yep, hit me up. We'll buy it all.
$5 to $25 cards, top rookies from all sports. Obviously Minnesota guys are big, but any other stars, big stars, Judge, Ohtani,
Yep.
Brady, Mahomes, any of that kind of stuff we're hunting for. So
Yep. Travis, it should be pretty close here. I haven't seen where exactly they're at with it, but I can make a note and I'll send you a message on that. I assume it's gonna be relatively close here.
Yep.
So I'll get you taken care of with that.
Al, the new store is about 20 minutes from here, so it's actually really close. The location is really intentionally chosen. So while it's a little close to our existing store, it's about a half a mile from a facility called the National Sports Center. The National Sports Center is a nonprofit sports center focused on youth sports a lot. They have almost 100 soccer fields.
Mm-hmm.
They've got 8 sheets of ice under one roof in a building called the Super Rink.
It's epic.
It is a hockey mecca.
Yep.
They've got basketball courts. They've got baseball fields.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a stadium for stadium sports like soccer and lacrosse and those kinds of things.
Yep.
They have 4.5 million visitors a year. That's almost 100,000 people a week.
Yeah, it's a
Roll
tournament.
through there.
Multiple tournaments every single week there.
Week there are multiple tournaments, multiple sports, and as we know, tournaments play. Right? You come in, you play your first game, and you got 3 hours to kill between games, and you got to find something for your family to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the vision behind placing this store strategically in Blaine. It's a great location. It is right in the Super Target parking lot. So not only, are we going to get traffic, but obviously Target gets a lot of traffic. People buying Powerade and bottles of water.
Snacks for the weekend.
Snacks for the weekend. Foot traffic is going to be mad.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at extended hours for this new store.
Yep.
Currently, we open at noon. We're exploring the possibility of opening at 10 just because of that high target foot traffic rolling through. So, it is a really, really intentionally strategic location for us, and we think it's going to be crazy. It's twice the square footage that we have here, but almost 3 times the square footage in the actual retail storefront. We are actually planning on moving our corporate headquarters from our current location to the new Blaine location. So our braking operation is going to shift to Blaine. That means our sorting and shipping operation is going to shift there. Our operations team, our collector services team, which is like eBay, PSA, things like that, are going to shift over. So we've got a lot more room there, and that's going to be our new headquarters. So we're excited about. It's a big move.
Yep.
Big move. A lot of stuff to move. A lot of stuff to buy. But we're already writing checks for that. It makes me want to barf every day.
It'll be worth it though. It's gonna be cool.
So,
Sweet. What else do we got? What other questions do we have here?
We got about 6 minutes left. If you guys got other questions, feel free to drop them on us.
Matthew says, you take base and give it out to kids.
We do not. We do not take base. We've got enough base that people just kind of leave behind as they're ripping.
Yeah.
So, pretty common actually that people come into the store, they open a box, they take the cards that they want, and they leave the other base behind. Most of the time, that's new release stuff. So we've got enough new release base cards that that we can always have for kids to grab some things when they're here. So we don't really need more bulk for base stuff.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Josh on YouTube asked, when will we bring back hit drafts? Great question. Hit drafts are probably my most favorite format of breaks.
Yep.
My own personal most favorite.
Yep. A good question, especially with a product like Archive Signature that just
Archive Signature came out. We used to always do hit drafts for Archive Signature. Hit drafts are also really great for high-end products like National Treasures.
Correct.
I love that format. We don't have the technology built to be able to do that well yet. It's on the list. we've just kind of continued to kick that down the road because it impacts so few products that you would actually do as hit drafts, and a lot of those products are products we don't get that many cases of. So to invest the money into building out the software and the technology for hit drafts has just been a little bit further down the road as far as priority. It is, again, like I said, on the future feature pipeline, but we've been cranking out some other things in front of it. Pretty soon we're going to have a new interface for our personal boxes and being able to buy personals. That's one thing that we're working on. We're working on some shipping integrations so that you guys can have information like tracking in your account history, not just in the emails. We know that if you pay with Apple Pay, you're not getting tracking emails. And we can't fix that because it's the Apple mechanism that Apple doesn't share the email address with us.
Correct.
Attached to the order.
Yep.
So when the order goes into our shipping software, it comes in without an email address attached. That's why Apple Pay is not kicking out tracking emails, but we want to do an integration where you can get tracking in your order history. So there's a number of other things that we're working on, but we're always open to ideas. If you guys have ideas, we're rolling out new features every couple of weeks.
Yep.
Some of them are really visible to you guys, as some of them are just small user experience type improvements. But we're chipping away at that list constantly. So.
Yep. 100%.
So I don't think you'll unless you're planning on dying like imminently. I don't think you'll be dead before we have them.
Exactly. Yep.
But it is like I said, it's my favorite break format.
I agree.
So like I have a desire to have them.
Correct. I agree. Yep. Chris asked if we're selling off our old displays. I think it's important to note that all of our displays, this Champlin location is staying. It is staying open.
Yep.
So just because we're moving our headquarters in terms of corporate stuff and breaking doesn't mean that this store is going anywhere. So we're still going to operate this and have this be a mainstay. But it'll just be a second store.
Yeah, I mean, this store is packed every day with local collectors.
Yep.
This store is not going anywhere. So the new Blaine store is going to be an additional location, and we'll continue to look at other possible additional locations. So
I would love to move to like Cabo or something, just for the record.
Yeah.
Can I open up the Cabo Real Sports Goods?
Josh, we've thought about using other technologies that we already have to run hit drafts. The challenge, and if you did hit drafts with us when we were doing them on Facebook, right? The challenge to the user experience that we always had is when somebody's not there to make their choice, right? And that was really frustrating because people had to stick around and wait. One, everybody had to be there for the live stream. Everybody had to stick around. Everybody had to wait. If somebody fell asleep, it held up the whole thing until the next day.
Yeah.
And it was really, people were really frustrated with that process. I think, and that was on Facebook where a lot of people just kind of are naturally on. I feel like if we tried to do hit drafts on the app, it would be worse.
Yep.
I think it would be harder for us to ensure that everyone was there, everyone was ready to pick, all of these kinds of things. And so my vision for hit draft is to be able to very, very easily, after a break, upload images of each card into the break event itself, and then allow collectors to auto rank the cards in the order, rank the cards in the order that they would pick them and then bounce.
Yep.
Right? So if you have the 13th pick, you don't have to sit around and wait for the first 12 picks. You can lock those cards into the order that you would want to draft them, and you can leave. And when it is the 13th pick, the system automatically picks your highest available card. To me, that's a better user experience. It doesn't guarantee that the draft is going to be completed immediately, but what it does guarantee is that you don't have to sit there forever waiting for the guy that fell asleep.
Correct.
So that's kind of my vision for how we would build the hit draft feature in the future, just to make it a really, really good experience for people.
Correct.
So that's why we're not going to use like drafted teams or something like that to just kind of jerry rig it.
Yeah, we don't want to jerry rig it and then have everyone have a bad experience again.
Right. Yep, exactly. So, but appreciate the feedback. That's what we're looking forward to.
Yep.
That brings us to 10 o'clock. It's our time. Speaking of app, we always at 10 o'clock have a meeting with Steve, our product manager for the app, where we talk about all of this stuff, all of the ongoing bug fixes and future features and everything. So I'm sure we're going to be chatting a little bit about personal boxes today, because that's the feature that they're working hard on right now. But we are off to the meeting. Breaks are dropping this morning. We appreciate you guys as always. Fun weekend ahead. Grab a break. Pop in. Say hello to your favorite breaker. It's probably not him, so say hi to him now, because he won't be popping in later. But appreciate you guys as always. Have a good day.
Thanks, guys.